Hello children, I am your science ma'am speaking. Very happy to see you again. So what lesson we are reading now? The world of green. The name of the lesson is The World of Green. In the previous video, we learned about the parts of a plant and their functions. So what are the parts of the plant? Root, stem, leaves, flowers, fruit, buds. So these are the parts of the plant that we saw in the previous video and their functions. Right. So we have two types of systems. They are root system and shoot system. The part of the plant that grow below the ground is called as a root system. The part present in the root system is the roots. The part of the plant that grow above the soil is called as shoot system. The parts are stem, leaves, flowers and fruits. So these belongs to the shoot system. Next we learned about the functions of each part of the plant. Now I would like to recap it. First we can see about the roots. Roots hold the plant firmly to the ground. They grow deep inside the soil in search of water and minerals. They absorb the water and minerals present in the soil. So this is the function of the root. Next we saw about the stem part. The stem gives the shape and structure to the plant. The stem gives the shape and structure to the plant. It grows towards the sunlight. As the stem is growing above the soil, it grows towards the sunlight. It have many branches that carries leaves, flowers and fruits. The main function of the stem is they carry water and minerals absorbed by the root to other parts of the plant. It carries the food prepared by the leaves to all parts of the plant. So these are the main function of the stem. Next we saw about the leaves. Mostly the leaves are green in color. They grow on the stem or branches. They use the air, water and sunlight to make their food for the plant. So the plant prepare the food with the help of air, water and sunlight. Next we saw the flowers. Flowers are more colorful. They help in reproduction. It develops into the fruits. Next, the fleshy part of a plant is the fruit. These protect the seeds inside. The seeds develops into a new plant. So these are the functions of the parts of a plant. Today we are going to see about the next one. So here is a think and ink activity. In this picture you can see a plant is there. So the question given is, a plant grows in a place where water is found deep beneath the soil. So here is a plant you can see and the water is present deep beneath the soil. Now some part is missing in this plant. Can you able to identify it? Yes, of course, the root is missing. So here we have two options for the root. Root system 1 and root system 2. In root system 1, you can see a long root, isn't it? In root system 2, you can see small thin roots. So now you need to draw a root here. In these two, which root will help to absorb the water for the plant? Exactly, the root system 1. So the root system 1 will help the plant to stay alive because It is long and can reach underground water easily. As these roots are very long, it can able to reach the underground water easily. Root absorbs water and minerals from the soil. So we already know that the function of the root is it absorbs the water and minerals from the soil for the plant to grow. Right. Children, in your studio book, you can write the answer here and draw a root here. Okay. The tap root you must draw here. The long root you must draw here. Right. Next, in the picture B, some parts of the plant shown in picture B are missing. Yes, of course, in image B, we can see some parts are missing. So, what are the parts? Leaves, flower and fruit. Yes, of course, in the plant, these parts will be there and these are missing here. Okay. But let us discuss what the question is given. Which part among the given option is most necessary for this plant to stay alive? So in these three parts, which part of the plant will help the plant to stay alive? Exactly, the leaves. The leaves will help the plant to stay alive because the plant depends on leaves to make food and help it to alive and grow. We already learned that in plants the leaves prepare the food for the plant using the sun, air and water and minerals. So the leaves is absent here. It is important for the plant to make food and help it to live and grow. So children, in your studio book you can write the answers neatly. Okay. Similar to other living things, plants also have need that must be met for them to stay alive, grow and be healthy. Like other living things, plants also need all the things to stay alive and grow. Each part of the plant performs specific functions that help it meet these needs. So each part of the plant are making the specific function for the plant to grow. Right. Now here is a key question. How are plants different from one another? So children, whether all the plants are looking same? No. Some plants are tall, some are strong, some are small, some have different types of plants, some have different types of flowers, fruits, their branches will be having, the stems will be thick or thin. So it is different from plant to plant. So all the plants are different from one another. So here is a story. Using this story, we can able to easily understand that the plants are different from one another. One day a tree said to a blade of a grass, "You are so weak. A light breeze must seem like a storm to you." So what is the tree saying to the grass? The grass is looking so weak. Even a light breeze must be like a storm to you. I am so strong. No storm has ever been able to bend me. How will you protect yourself against the world? The tree is asking to the grass that the tree is very strong. I am very strong and I have never been bent. So because of the breeze, the tree has never bent. And how will you protect yourself from the wind? It is asking the question to the grass. Do not worry about me, the grass is telling. Don't worry about me, said the blade of the grass. I am not scared of the wind. I may bend over, but I will never break. So the grass is telling, I will be bending along with the wind and I will never break. That night, there came a big storm. So what happened? That night, a big storm came. So children, you tell me what might have happened for the grass and the tree? Who will be alive now, or both will fall down, or one will be alive? So what will happen to both of these? Yes, here is the question we can discuss. So who do you think survived, the tree, the grass or both? Who can be survived? So if you think that, so the second question is, why do you think so? So if you think that the grass will survive, because it can bend over during a storm without breaking, and the tree might get uprooted in the storm. You can think that, you can write that grass may be strong. Next, or else the branches of the trees might break during a storm. The tree trunk will remain as it is, strong. However, the grass might get uprooted and fly away because it is small. So you may think that the tree may be strong and the grass may uprooted. Or else you may think that neither the tree or the grass would be affected, as their roots would hold them firmly to the ground. So what you think, that you can write here as the answer. If you think tree is strong, you can write that, or grass, or both are weak, whatever it may be, what comes to your mind, that answer you can write in your studio book. The tree and the grass are both plants, but they are different from each other. Yes, of course, we know that the tree and the grass both are plants, but they are different from each other. Similarly, most plants have the same basic parts, but may still appear different from one another. Both the plants, we know that the tree and grass both are plants, but they have both parts, same parts they have, even then they are different from each other. So let us discuss how it is. First we can see about differences in the root system. So what are the difference in the root system? First we can see there are two types of root system that are usually seen in plants. The root systems are taproot and fibrous root. So taproot means the plant with the taproot system have one main large root growing downwards from the end of the stem into the soil. So these type of plant will be having one main large root growing downwards from the stem inside the soil. Smaller roots develop from the main root. What happens? Small roots will be developing from the main root. This is called as taproot. For example, coriander, chili and oak tree. Next slide, I will show you these pictures. Fibrous root. Plants with a fibrous roots system have a number of thin roots arising from the end of the stem growing into the soil. All the roots are usually about the same size. Here in fibrous root, all the roots will be start from the end of the stem, and more or less all the roots will be thin in size and they are in the same size also. So these type of roots are called as fibrous root. For example, grass, wheat, palm tree. So these example pictures also I have given in the next slide. We can see that. So the example of taproot is coriander, chili, oak. Now by the picture you can easily able to observe, children, that taproot is having one main long root and with many small roots growing from the long root. So this is the taproot system. See in all the plants how it is. Next, fibrous root. Fibrous root is having many small thin hair-like roots which starts growing from the end of the stem into the soil. These are very small and more or less in the even size. Example is grass, wheat and palm tree. So these are called as fibrous root. Yes. Now here is the word wall. As I told before, children, you have to make a note of these words, because in future for writing in the activities you need the spelling. So go through these words in a repeated practice. Now let us start reading this. Come on children, you read along with me. Grow, healthy, perform, specific, function, strong, break, storm, survive, taproot, fibrous root, large, small, downwards, develop, main root, arise, same size. Children, I am reading it once again. Please check it once. Grow, healthy, perform, specific, function, strong, break, storm, survive, taproot, fibrous root, large, small, downwards, develop, main root, arise, same size. Children, you can write these words in a note and go through these words repeatedly. Okay. Now, next we can see about the interesting facts about largest root in the world. Here is an amazing fact for you. By seeing this picture and getting the information, really it will be very surprised for you that there is a largest root in the world. So this is a tree which has the largest root. Let us see what it is. The name of the tree is aspen tree. Meet Pando, thought to be the world's largest living thing by mass. It is a forest, but all of its 47,000 aspen trees come from a single root system spread out over 106 acres in Utah, making it genetically one individual. It means that a single root makes the whole forest. So these many trees, 47,000 acre trees has been grown because of only one root. It's really amazing, isn't it? So this is the interesting fact of today, and you too can find some interesting facts. Okay, thank you children, have a nice day.